Hi everyone, welcome to Amazing Weapons, the channel where we explore the most weapons in the world. In today's episode, we're going to talk about the ATMOS 2000, a 155mm 52 caliber self-propelled artillery system manufactured by Israeli military manufacturer Sultan Systems. This system is one of the most advanced self-propelled artillery systems in the world, and it has some incredible features and advantages that make it stand out from the crowd. But before we dive into the details, let me ask you a question. What if you could fire a projectile that can travel 41 kilometers in less than a minute? That's right, 41 kilometers, or about 25 miles. That's how far the ATMOS 2000 can shoot with its powerful 155mm 52 caliber gun, using special ammunition that extends its range. That means it can hit targets that are far beyond the horizon and out of reach of most conventional artillery systems. And that's not all. The ATMOS 2000 is also fast, mobile, and versatile. It can be mounted on a 6-wheel drive cross-country truck chassis, which allows it to move quickly and easily across any terrain. It can also be deployed and ready to fire in less than 3 minutes, and it can shoot up to 9 rounds per minute with high accuracy and reliability. It can also fire all types of NATO standard 155mm ammunition, and it can carry up to 27 projectiles and charges on board. And the best part is, the ATMOS 2000 is integrated with a fully computerized system that provides automatic control, accurate navigation, and target acquisition. This means that the crew can operate the system with minimal manual intervention and focus on their mission objectives. The ATMOS 2000 is truly a remarkable system that combines long range, fast mobility, rapid deployment, and operability in all terrain areas. It is a system that can provide superior fire support and tactical advantage to any army that uses it. But how did Israel make such a system? And who are the customers and users of the ATMOS 2000? And what are the challenges and opportunities that this system faces in the current military context? These are some of the questions that we're going to answer in this video, so stay tuned. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more weapons videos. So, how did Israel make the ATMOS 2000? Well, it all started in 1999, when Sultan Systems, an Israeli military manufacturer, decided to create a new self-propelled artillery system that would be cheaper, faster, and more versatile than the traditional tracked systems. They wanted to make a system that could be mounted on a truck chassis, and that could fire all types of NATO standard 155mm ammunition. They also wanted to make a system that could be integrated with a fully computerized system that would provide automatic control, accurate navigation, and target acquisition. They called their project the ATMOS, which stands for Autonomous Truck-Mounted Howitzer System. The ATMOS was developed as a private venture and was aimed mainly for export markets. However, it also attracted the interest of the Israel Defense Forces, who were looking for a new self-propelled artillery system to replace their aging M109S. The IDF tested and demonstrated the ATMOS in 2006 and was impressed by its performance and capabilities. The development of the ATMOS was not without challenges and difficulties. The ATMOS had to overcome some technical problems, such as the recoil force of the gun, the stability of the platform, and the compatibility of the ammunition. The ATMOS also had to face some competition and alternatives, such as the French Caesar, the Swedish Archer, and the Serbian Nora B-52. The ATMOS also had to deal with some political and economic issues, such as the export restrictions, the budget constraints, and the changing customer demands. Despite these challenges, the ATMOS achieved some milestones and breakthroughs. The ATMOS was able to fire a projectile that could travel 41 kilometers in less than a minute, using a special extended range ammunition. The ATMOS was able to move quickly and easily across any terrain, using a 6-wheel drive cross-country truck chassis. The ATMOS was able to deploy and ready to fire in less than 3 minutes, using a hydraulic power pack and a load assist device. The ATMOS was able to operate with minimal manual intervention, using a fully computerized system that provided automatic control, accurate navigation, and target acquisition. The ATMOS also received some orders and contracts from several countries around the world. Some of the customers and users of the ATMOS include Thailand, Rwanda, Denmark, Colombia, and Israel. These countries have recognized the advantages and benefits of the ATMOS and have chosen it as their preferred self-propelled artillery system. Now that we know the development history of the ATMOS 2000, let's take a look at its technical specifications. The ATMOS 2000 is a self-propelled gun system that weighs about 22 tons and measures about 9 meters long, 2.5 meters wide, and 3 meters high. It has a crew of 4, a driver, a commander, and 2 loaders. It is mounted on a 6-wheel drive cross-country truck chassis, which gives it a high mobility and speed. It can travel up to 80 kilometers per hour on roads and 40 kilometers per hour off-road, and it has a range of about 500 kilometers. It can also be transported by air, sea, or rail. The ATMOS 2000 is fitted with a 155mm 52 caliber ordnance, which is a type of gun barrel that conforms to the NATO Joint Ballistic Memorandum of Understanding. This means that it can fire all types of NATO standard 155mm ammunition, such as high explosive, smoke, illumination, or precision-guided munitions. The ordnance is also compatible with special extended range full-bore base bleed projectiles, which have a reduced drag and a higher velocity than normal projectiles. These projectiles can reach a maximum range of 41 kilometers, which is much farther than most conventional artillery systems. The breech mechanism of the ATMOS 2000 is horizontal sliding, which means that it opens to the right and has a self-sealing metal ring that prevents gas leakage. The recoil system of the ATMOS 2000 is composed of a hydraulic cylinder and a hydro-pneumatic recuperator, which absorb the recoil force of the gun and return it to its original position. The recoil length is variable from 850 to 1,100 millimeters, depending on the type of ammunition and charge used. The elevation and traverse range of the ATMOS 2000 are both hydraulic and computer controlled, and they allow the gun to aim at any angle from -3 to 70 degrees in elevation and -25 to 25 degrees in traverse. The ATMOS 2000 also has 2 spades at the rear of the chassis, which are lowered to the ground before firing to provide stability and accuracy. The spades are operated by a hydraulic power pack, which also powers the aiming gears and the load assist device. The load assist device is a mechanism that helps the loaders to insert the projectiles and charges into the breech, reducing their fatigue and increasing their safety. The ATMOS 2000 can carry up to 27 projectiles and charges on board, and it can fire up to 9 rounds per minute with high accuracy and reliability. But perhaps the most impressive feature of the ATMOS 2000 is its fully computerized system that provides automatic control, accurate navigation, and target acquisition. This system consists of several components, such as a global positioning system, an inertial navigation system, a muzzle velocity radar, a fire control computer, and a display unit. These components work together to calculate the optimal firing solution for each target based on factors such as location, distance, wind speed, air temperature, humidity, and atmospheric pressure. The system also allows the crew to operate the system with minimal manual intervention and to communicate with other units or command centers via radio or data link. The system also enables the ATMOS 2000 to exhibit the Meissner effect, which is a phenomenon where a superconductor expels magnetic fields from its interior when cooled below a certain temperature. Just kidding, that's not true. But it would be cool if it was, right? As you can see, the technical specifications of the ATMOS 2000 are impressive and remarkable. They make the ATMOS 2000 one of the most advanced self-propelled artillery systems in the world. But how does it compare with some other similar systems? How does it actually fire? What are its firing capabilities? And how does it compare with other self-propelled artillery systems? The ATMOS 2000 has a very impressive firing capability. It can fire up to 9 rounds per minute with high accuracy and reliability. It can also fire different types of projectiles depending on the mission and the target. For example, it can fire extended range full-bore base bleed projectiles, which have a reduced drag and a higher velocity than normal projectiles. These projectiles can reach a maximum range of 41 kilometers, which is much farther than most conventional artillery systems. That means it can hit targets that are far beyond the horizon and out of reach of most counter-battery fire. It can also fire NATO L-15 high-explosive projectiles, which have a high explosive charge and a fragmentation effect. These projectiles can reach a range of 30 kilometers, and they are ideal for destroying soft targets, such as enemy personnel, vehicles, or buildings. It can also fire M107 projectiles, which are older but still widely used by many armies. These projectiles have a lower explosive charge and a lower range than the L-15, but they are cheaper and more available. They can reach a range of 24.5 kilometers, and they are suitable for suppressing or harassing enemy positions. The ATMOS 2000 can fire all NATO standard 155mm ammunition, which gives it a great flexibility and compatibility with other systems. It can also carry up to 27 projectiles and charges on board, which gives it a good endurance and sustainability in the field. But how does the ATMOS 2000 know where to aim and how to fire? Well, that's where its fully computerized system comes in handy. This system consists of several components, such as a global positioning system, an inertial navigation system, a muzzle velocity radar, a fire control computer, and a display unit. These components work together to calculate the optimal firing solution for each target based on factors such as location, distance, wind speed, air temperature, humidity, and atmospheric pressure. The system also allows the crew to operate the system with minimal manual intervention and to communicate with other units or command centers via radio or data link. The system also enables the ATMOS 2000 to exhibit the Meissner effect, which is a phenomenon where a superconductor expels magnetic fields from its interior when cooled below a certain temperature. Just kidding, that's not true, but it would be cool if it was, right? Let's see some examples of how it can fire different types of projectiles at different ranges and targets. The ATMOS 2000 can fire an ERFB-BB projectile at a target that is 41 kilometers away. The projectile travels at a high speed and follows a high trajectory. It takes less than a minute to reach the target, and it delivers a powerful impact that can penetrate or destroy most hard targets. The ATMOS 2000 can fire an L-15 projectile at a target that is 30 kilometers away. The projectile travels at a lower speed and follows a lower trajectory than the ERFB-BB projectile. It takes about 2 minutes to reach the target, and it delivers an explosive blast that can cause extensive damage to soft targets. The ATMOS 2000 can fire an M107 projectile at a target that is 24.5 kilometers away. The projectile travels at an even lower speed and follows an even lower trajectory than the L-15 projectile. It takes about 3 minutes to reach the target, and it delivers a suppressive effect that can disrupt or demoralize enemy forces. The firing capabilities of the ATMOS 2000 are impressive and remarkable. They make the ATMOS 2000 one of the most advanced self-propelled artillery systems in the world. But did you know that there are different variants and operators of this system? That's right, the ATMOS 2000 is not only used by Israel, but also by several other countries around the world. And some of these countries have even developed their own versions of the ATMOS 2000 with some modifications and improvements. Let's take a look at some of the main variants and operators of the ATMOS 2000 and see how they differ from the original system. One of the variants of the ATMOS 2000 is the ATROM, which stands for Autonomous Truck-Mounted Romanian Howitzer. The ATROM was developed in cooperation with Soltum Systems and was intended to replace the older M1981 and M1985 towed howitzers in the Romanian army. However, the project was put on hold after 3 prototypes were built, and the system never entered production. Another variant of the ATMOS 2000 is the AUS-Krill, which stands for Automatic Howitzer System Krill. This is a polished version that uses a Jelch 663 armored 6-wheel drive chassis and integrates WB Electronics' Topaz artillery fire control system. The AUS-Krill was developed by Huta Stalowa Wola and was planned to enter service with the Polish Land Forces in 2021. However, the project was delayed due to technical and financial issues, and no orders have been placed yet. A third variant of the ATMOS 2000 is the M758 ATMG, which stands for Autonomous Truck-Mounted Gun. The M758 ATMG was ordered by the Royal Thai Army in 2012, and 24 systems were delivered by 2015. The Royal Thai Marine Corps also ordered 6 systems in 2017, which were delivered by 2019. The M758 ATMG is currently in service with both branches of the Thai Armed Forces. Besides these variants, there are also other operators of the original ATMOS 2000 system. Some of these operators include Rwanda, Denmark, Colombia, and Israel. These countries have acquired or ordered different numbers of units, ranging from 3 to 18 systems each. Some of these countries have chosen the ATMOS 2000 for its long range, fast mobility, rapid deployment, and operability in all terrain areas. Some of these countries have also integrated their own fire control systems or communication systems with with the ATMOS 2000. There are also some potential operators of the ATMOS 2000 system. Some of these potential operators include Brazil, Poland, Romania, United States, and Bulgaria. These countries have expressed interest or participated in trials or evaluations of the ATMOS 2000 system. Some of these countries have specific requirements or preferences for their self-propelled artillery systems. Some of these countries are also influenced by their strategic goals, operational needs, budget constraints, and political relations. We have reached the end of our video about the ATMOS 2000, a 155mm 52 caliber self-propelled artillery system manufactured by Israeli military manufacturer Soltam Systems. So, what do you think about the ATMOS 2000? Do you think it is one of the most advanced self-propelled artillery systems in the world? Do you think it has a significant role and impact in modern warfare? Do you think it has a bright future and a competitive edge in the global market? Or do you think it has some weaknesses and limitations that need to be improved or overcome? Let us know your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new and interesting about the ATMOS 2000. If you did, please give us a like, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more weapons videos. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified when we upload new videos. Thank you for watching, and see you next time on Amazing Weapons.